Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In this video I wanted to talk about meditation, and for us with ADHD, sitting in a room in silence and just concentrating on nothing or our breath, it sounds like an actual torture. Trust me, I totally get that, but meditation is so important to us, and I'm gonna go over why we need to start meditating in this video. After all, we have all heard of the quote that says face your fears, and I'm pretty sure guys that it doesn't mean that we have to jump out of an airplane or put ourselves in danger, although we need to focus on characteristics and habits that we find fearful that are actually good for us. So that's why I wanted to make this video and tell you how I was able to get myself to meditate every single morning, and hopefully some of these tips will help you guys as well, especially if you have ADHD coming right up.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go! By the way, if you guys are new here, my name is Seppi. I have ADHD. I've lost over 50 pounds and I've been able to keep it off successfully. My channel is all about healthy, sustainable weight loss. So if you want to support my channel and help me grow, please make sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you never miss a video from me. So let's get on with the video. So first, initially, I wanted to talk about why I decided to make a video on meditation. After all, my channel is all about healthy, sustainable weight loss, so why meditation? Meditation is a great tool for people with ADHD because number one, and the most important thing that it helps us with, is for us to become less anxious. When we're less anxious, we make better choices, we're more conscious of the choices that we make, and we're less impulsive. And the reason I know that meditation actually helps with this, there's multiple research online that talks about a theta to beta ratio. Meditation decreases the theta to beta ratio, which is something that measures the cognitive ability of us. Meditation causes increased blood circulation through our prefrontal lobe, which is responsible for decision making, and it also thickens the walls of our brain that is responsible for attention switching, which helps with people with ADHD to have better working memory, less anxiety and depression. And as I explained before, if you have ADHD and anxiety, depression, and not being able to make the right decisions are some things that are stopping you from making better and healthier choices for your life, then meditation is the way to go. Now, on this part of the video, I wanted to talk to you guys about why and how I was able to get started. When I wanted to start meditating, and I knew it was the right thing for me to do. I was so anxious every single day. I was rushing to get out of the shower for nothing. I was rushing to see my friends for nothing. I was always anxious. I couldn't really concentrate on things for longer term, and I knew I had to start meditating. I would hear it from people, I would read it in the news, and like everybody's talking about meditation now, especially during the pandemic. I knew I had to start taking it seriously. I started this a year before pandemic, but during pandemic was when I actually got really introduced to it, and I actually started taking it much seriously. Like any normal person, I googled the word meditation, and I started with meditating with guided meditations that were on YouTube. I started with Squarespace on Netflix. These are some of the places that you could start for free. This is honestly how I personally got introduced to the world of meditation, and it really helped me a lot because I understood that I didn't have to sit there and try to control my thoughts and sit in a silent room. I could listen to somebody who guides me throughout the process, and it was very comforting. In the beginning, I thought that I had to sit there and control all of these thoughts, and I realized that you can't really stop your brain from thinking, so you just observe these thoughts that come to you and you just let them go. You let them go one by one, and then after a while your brain kind of gets tired and just kind of like you're just gonna relax. And once you start relaxing, that's when you become still, and that's when you actually start to enjoy meditation. And this process for you to get to this stillness, it might take years for you, it might take months or days. It depends on where you are in your journey, so just be patient with it. You have to keep practicing. As I mentioned, there are different types of meditation, and what I just talked about, focusing on your breath or focusing on something external or visualizing a place, these are all called focused meditation. I also tried transcendental meditation. It is my favorite type, and I think people with ADHD like me would find this the most helpful type of meditation. Transcendental meditation is a type of meditation when you're repeating a mantra over and over again for a certain period of time. It could be a chant, it could be a sentence that you really believe in. There are different types of it online. I think it really helps us to stay focused on the rhythm and getting the words right, that we have less time to be distracted by thoughts. I'm not saying it's gonna help you 100%, but it's a lot easier when you're starting out. Kundalini is another type of meditation that I tried. It's a mixture of mantras and chants with body movements. At the moment, I'm doing them separately. I do my body movements, yoga, and basically physical yoga at night before bed because it helps me sleep. And in the mornings, I do my chants, and I do them separately. I feel like doing them together requires a lot of experience, and I feel like I'm not there yet. So hopefully it is something that I will graduate into in the future. The next type of meditation that I wanted to talk to you guys about, it is the most helpful and easiest for people with ADHD, and I really do recommend for you guys, so take notes. This is the type of meditation that I want you guys to do. Before that, let me know in the comments if you guys struggle with sleep. Do you get enough sleep? Do you wake up in the middle of the night? Do you have nightmares? Because I had all of the above. This type of meditation and doing a little bit of stretching before bed has changed my life. I went from a type of person who had regular nightmares 2-3 times a week to a person who doesn't have nightmares at all. I don't remember the last time I had a nightmare or woke up crying, and I used to have that regularly. So you guys make sure you do this type of meditation because it is very, very helpful. I swear by it. It's called the body scan. Body scan is when you actually start focusing on every single part of your body from your head to your toe, and you start letting go of the tension. And as soon as you reach the most important parts, you actually might fall asleep after that, and you fall asleep in the most peaceful and relaxed state of your body that will help you sleep better. Now, you might not see the effects of the body scan right away, or you might experience it within the first few times that you try and then you stop seeing results, but stick with it. Trust me, the effects of meditation is not going to be instantaneous, but if you actually do it for 12 to 16 weeks, it will be longer lasting. Now that you know about different types of meditation that I personally experienced with, and I'm not the meditation guru or anything like that, but I just wanted to let you guys know how much meditation has helped me with different aspects of my life, especially eating and sleeping. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I'm doing right now at the moment. My husband is really also into meditation and spirituality as well, and we realized that meditation and all of these practices comes from India. So it's very important to go back to the originator and learn it from the best and the people who originated the science, right? So my husband found this guru called the Sadhguru, which is really, really famous. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. If you have, post a favorite video of Sadhguru down in the comments so we can talk about some of the quotes and some of the wisdom that he's shared with all of us. And he really resonated with my heart and our heart, and we started following some of his programs. One of the reasons I found Sadhguru's program very helpful for people with ADHD like me was that because it has a specific program and guideline to follow. It focuses on chanting, breath work, and body movements. Chanting, which I love, I don't have to think about anything else. I love the breath work. It helps my body reach the stillness and the meditated state a lot faster and quicker than I would normally do. And then afterwards, it's the meditation and the body movements that it goes with it. This really helps me get started with my day, because normally us with ADHD, we're so excited about our day, we're so impulsive that it's impossible for us to sit in a room, especially in the morning. We might be able to do it at nighttime because we're tired and we're ready to go to bed and we can sit still somewhere and meditate, but in the mornings it's so hard for me. So chanting and breath work has really helped me out, and the fact that it's structured and I can go through it and follow it, it's really, really helpful. One of the other things that I love about Sadhguru and his speeches and his program is that it focuses on being in tune with nature as well. You have to focus on 5 elements that are most important to us. So instead of really worrying about meditating, he talks about maybe start addressing these issues first. We're not in air enough. We don't experience one of the most important elements of this planet. We don't get enough air. We're not outside enough. And I understand people like us who live in Toronto struggle with that a lot, but it's very important to get air 15 to 20 minutes a day at least. The second thing is fire. Do you have contact with fire? Do you have candle, oil lamp? So you have to make sure that you are in contact on a daily basis with fire. The third one is earth. You have to be in contact with earth and soil. And if you have a garden or if you have plants, make sure your hands are touching the soil on a regular basis. The next thing he encourages us to think about is water. Where does it come from? Is it clean? Is it filtered? Is it in plastic? Where do you keep it? He recommends that we keep our water in a mercury bottle, and this is how we keep it at home. We buy our water from Whole Foods, we bring it home in a gallon, and we pour it in this container, and we drink from this every single day. The next element Sadhguru talks about is space. This is something that we need to all be grateful for. This is something that we practice every single day, to be grateful to space, to keeping us all together, because the smallest thing that could go wrong in this space and none of us would be here. So this is something that you could practice for being grateful on every single day. Other gurus talk about wood as well, and I feel like touching the wood, touching trees, and when you go outside and try to connect with the nature, these things make a difference. So if you have ADHD and you could be a little bit more conscious about things that are around you in terms of these elements and become a little bit calmer, this all goes the long way and it will change you as a person over time. And I'm not trying to tell you to change everything overnight and, you know, try to get in contact with all of these elements from tomorrow, but little by little you could add little things to your life, and every year you could do better and better and better. I truly think if you take care of your inner well-being, your outer world will become a much easier and better place. Especially if you have ADHD, you're dealing with a lot of things other people are not. For example, anxiety, social anxiety, the fact that we have to work harder to achieve the same result as other people, the fact that we can't really focus on things on long term, the fact that we are impulsive and we like to eat a lot of food, for example, some of us. These are some things that we struggle with on a daily basis. Nobody likes to be overweight. Nobody likes to work so hard. And I feel like meditation helps us be less anxious, so we're more calmer, we're more focused, and we can do and achieve the things that we are doing every single day a lot better. I personally improved on a lot of other aspects of my life when I added meditation. I went through a loss of my business. Meditation really helped me get over that. I went through a loss of motivation. Meditation and these practices have helped me get over that. That's why I wanted to share this video with you guys, and I really hope you find your path and find the right guru or the right path for you guys to get you there. I really hope this video motivated you guys to get started with meditation. If it did, and if you have already experienced with it, make sure you let me know in the comments. Share your experience with us. Let me know how this video has helped you. It really helps. Your comments, your likes, your subscriptions really help my channel grow. So I really hope I can reach more and more people out there, and if you guys can help me do that, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.